Hello everybody. That bird that we nearly hit just now was a starling. It seems like the birds today are determined to be in the roads. And I have felt that since I left home. Everywhere I go, they're flying right across the road, right near the road. Enough is enough. Stay away from the roads. So anyway, welcome to Ithaca. Well, actually, I don't know if we're technically in Ithaca. I don't believe we are. But we are headed towards Sapsucker Woods. Down. Let's listen up. I hear, or I see a robin, and I see looks like a common grackle on the ground there near it. I hear a catbird, song sparrow. I see the catbird. You know what? Hold on one second. Oh, and I just heard a wood thrush, and I just saw a great blue heron. I was backing up. I was going to show you the catbird, but now it's gone. As for the great blue heron, it is here in a secondary pond over here. Hey, babe. Good to see you. So let's keep going. I don't want to spook it. Oh, what did I just hear? To close the other window, I want. Song sparrow. I thought I heard something else, though. So far we've seen or heard great blue heron, robin, cardinal, red-winged blackbird, wood thrush, maybe two wood thrushes. I thought I heard something else, but I guess not. Catbird, by the way, we saw the catbird, or I saw it, and heard it, that's right. Seems like everywhere we've gone, the song sparrows have been fairly vocal. Okay, well, I thought I might have heard an eastern bluebird, but I just heard one bit of sound, and I didn't hear anything else afterwards, so maybe it was my imagination. Might as well keep going. I'm not hearing or seeing anything right now. Just saw another robin, and what was that? Was that I see... Wait, do I see Canada geese? I do indeed. I see two of them. Just their heads. And a little bit of the neck, actually. may have just heard yeah, I think we're hearing American goldfinches. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Song sparrow. Hey, good to see you. Wait, was that a song sparrow? No. Wait. Yes. Still quite cute. Wait, is it? It almost looks... I don't think that's a white throat of a white-throated sparrow, is it? I don't believe so. No. I don't think so. Cute anyway. Whoever it was. No, that was not a white-throated sparrow. Now I think about it. And I believe I just heard another song sparrow to our left. The white throat of a white-throated sparrow is more prominent than that, and there are some other colors at work too. So that was not. No. In the tree ahead, what's that I see? Is that a starling? Yes, starling. And I may have just heard yellowthroat. Another starling. I might be hearing orioles, I'm not sure. Maybe not. Oh, wait. I think I do see an oriole. Yes, I do. Over here. And what's going on with this? That should be working. Okay, let me see if we can quickly get a better look at this oriole while we have a chance. 1 second. Oh shoot. Okay. Hopefully it stays put. We don't somehow manage to get a good look at them too often on the tour. We hear them often enough, but we don't get a good look at them. So we're looking at Baltimore Oriole. I'm going to lighten it up a bit. Hey! Hey! Okay, well that's that. Yes, that's that. Red-winged blackbird is making that noise we're hearing. Up ahead, I see a robin on the grass, and the car that passed us is really slowed down. I wonder if it saw something. Maybe not. I'm hearing a northern cardinal. There's a slight chance I'm hearing a veery distantly. There's a veery alert call, but I'm not sure. Too distant for me to be certain. And who just flew by? I don't know. Someone just flew by. gonna look at some things as we drive in. May have been an oriole that flew by, I'm not sure. I hope I don't see a vehicle in my spot. Don't want to have to slash their tires. Well, you're kind of in my spot, but it might be okay. They may be farther over than I usually park, so probably excuse them. Maybe leave them a stern warning. Congratulations, I've decided not to slash your tires. However, you're too close to my spot. Yeah, they're not really in my spot. Okay. Okay, I need a few minutes to... oops, didn't want to do that. I'll need a few minutes to get ready for a walk, if you'll bear with me. I forgot to check the temperature. It's probably low to mid 60s if I had to guess, but I don't know. Female red-winged blackbird right near me. Oh, 10, 15 feet away. 10 feet away. I think I'm just going to take this one camera only. Partly because of, or mostly because of time. We only have so much time before we really have to go, because I would like to, as usual, go to the campus. I think that's everything. Definitely heard American goldfinch. Okay, I think I have everything. I'm not going to put bug spray on, but I'm bringing some with me just in case. Okay, I welcome you to Sapsucker Woods. Let's walk. Just saw a common grackle. Hearing a cardinal sing. And an oriole. Robin there on the ground. So we've actually seen or heard a fair variety since we arrived. What was that I just saw? I think grackle. I can't see it now. I mean, we've heard one or two wood thrushes. We've possibly heard, I might have heard a veery, I'm not sure. A little bit doubtful. Oriole, robin, American goldfinch, red-winged blackbird. I mentioned the grackle. Canada geese. Northern cardinal. What else have we seen or heard? Can't see it very well, but that looks like an American goldfinch to me. Yes, indeed. Who's up there? One second. I think a robin. Or I'm not a robin. Yes, mourning dove up here. And there are smaller birds flying around. I don't know what they're for. Baby tree swallows, possibly, but I can't see them now. Oh. Oh. I don't know. Let me see. Red squirrel and a gray squirrel inside the feeding garden. Well, a couple of gray squirrels. And a couple, maybe 4 American goldfinches. All males. All eating. Good for them. Yeah. That's red squirrel, and there is a gray, and there's another gray in there somewhere. Oh, just heard a chickadee. Black-capped chickadee. And I saw something fly in here. I don't know what it was. I see chickadee, and I see maybe another goldfinch, I think. Yeah, there are a couple of them up here. But I thought I saw something else flying around through here. Sun will be in my eyes, so in a way it'll be challenging to be here and look around. And I think I see a beaver. I hear a crow. And I hear a woodpecker pounding, but I don't know what kind it is. And I might see another beaver or maybe a muskrat, I'm not sure. But I don't see it now. It's out of view. It was over here. So, water levels, I would say, they still look higher than they have in the past. Sometimes when things get dry, we start to see some of the logs get exposed here, more than they are right now. So that's one way to tell. Oh, what did I just see? I believe I hear a red-bellied woodpecker. That sounded like a hairy woodpecker. I think. Did I just hear two swamp sparrows? Crows are flying by. Very difficult for me to see because the sun is in my eyes. Okay, I think we're gonna get going. There's not all that much going on here. Not here anyway, not that I see. Yeah, let's get to the trails. Cardinal we're hearing, northern cardinal. They have a nice variety, really, of songs, I would say. This is beautiful in here when the grasses are still, a light green and not overgrown and brown or anything like that. But there's still water here. This I like. It is more difficult, a little bit more difficult to see any birds that might be around. I like it very much. just heard something. I saw some, bird of some sort. Was it a robin, maybe? Or was it something else? What is this? Tufted titmouse. I believe that was a hairy woodpecker. Don't know what I saw down there. I saw something at ground level. I don't know what it was. Oh, wait. Oh, I just saw it again. Lost sight of it. It was a grayish bird now. Could have been a catbird for all I know. It might have been another titmouse. I don't know. I don't see it now. I don't know where it went. Completely lost sight of it. Okay, well, let's keep going. Oh, I may have just heard something. You know, we saw a couple Canada. Well, I saw them. I didn't show them to you, but you know, I haven't seen yet any Canada geese on the pond. So actually, things are. Actually, I hear somebody now. Goose-wise. I was going to say, it's kind of quiet. Yes, I just heard a veery for certain singing. I'd love to get a good look at one. The veery looks a lot like, not exactly like, but a lot like the wood thrush, and we did see a wood thrush last week. The wood thrush, the veery, and the hermit thrush, I mean, they do look a lot alike. There are certainly some differences, but especially if you're not getting a good look, it's not, at least for me, not easy to tell the difference between them. I mean, if you only get a blurry, distant look, you know, for me it's tough. I don't know if I just heard a northern flicker or not. May have been that or the tail end of a cardinal's song. That's That's the veery singing. And I'm hearing a wood thrush also. You can see things are greening up. So even though the days are still getting longer here in the woods, they're now starting to get shorter because the leaf cover is going to make things dark a fair amount sooner within the woods than without. Did you hear that? The veery? It sounds almost like a spiral wood sound. And I just heard an ovenbird. That's the ovenbird. That's the wood thrush. And I think there's a second ovenbird. We've never had a good, honest to goodness look at an ovenbird, as I recall, on the tour. Never the kind of look I would like, and quite honestly, I don't have the equipment to give you a super look now anyway. But if one happens to be really close, maybe we'd get an opportunity. But that's a deer. Oh, deer running. Must have been in the woods there, somewhere off the path somewhere. That's a veery. That's an alert call. Maybe because of me, or maybe something else. I hear Canada geese coming in, or at least flying by. That's the ovenbird again. We heard. Sometimes the ovenbird's call is I think it's likened to teacher, 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 teacher. Hearing the veery still. Ovenbird sounds like it's not that far away. Would love to show it to you. That is an ovenbird. So we have two in the area. You can't see it now. Okay, let me get binoculars out. It may be behind that stump or I don't see it. I don't know where it is. That was a decent look, but I want more. Oh, did I just see it? Okay, I just heard, by the way, wood thrush alert call, but we still have at least one ovenbird nearby. The one I saw, I happened to see as it flew to the ground. That's how I knew it was there. And gnats and other bugs are starting to bug me. Don't see our ovenbirds though. Good to see them though. We'll wait here a few more moments. Maybe someone will turn up. So we're hearing. I'm not sure what if I just saw. I did. I saw an ovenbird in my peripheral vision. I wasn't sure if I saw an ovenbird or if it was just a bug. There are bugs on the camera screen. They're in my ear. I should have put bug spray on. Oh well. We'll be moving along soon enough. One thing I've never seen an ovenbird as it was singing. We hear a veery again. Veer, veer. That's the alert call of the veery. Okay, we're gonna move on. I don't know where that call's come from. I would love to show you the ovenbird singing. I'd love to see it. I've never seen it myself, as I said.
I don't know if they ever sing from the ground or if they only sing, from elevated perches. I don't know. Well, it's not, from the sound of it, it's not as close as it had been. And I think we're going to move on. I was glad we saw what we saw, but I'd like to see more, of course. But we're going to move on. We only have so much time. I was glad we saw one, though. I really am. So we're hearing a wood thrush sing now. Maybe two or just one. Now, when you're looking at the ovenbird, you may have noticed it does resemble a wood thrush a bit. I mean, just its face and everything, but it's not a thrush from what I understand. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's not a thrush. And I think I am now hearing a northern flicker. So we're watching a wood thrush right now. It was singing, went down to some water, and is now just taking care of its feathers and preening. should have stayed with the ovenbird, with the wood thrush. Is that it? No. Oh, I see it. Two of them. Beautiful. Wow. Hi, babies. Just heard a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Oh. I hear it, a scarlet tanager. There's the other wood thrush, but there's a scarlet tanager. Oh, maybe as I'm walking, we're hearing ding, ding. That's the yellow-bellied sapsucker sound. But I heard the chirr of the, which is an alert call for the scarlet tanager. And now I'm hearing wood thrush alert call. So I wonder if somebody's nearby. And we may be getting farther away from whatever's bothering them. I don't know. And I haven't heard the tanager in a bit, but I've been talking. That's the alert call of a wood thrush. Okay, let's keep going. I just heard the sapsucker again. I don't know if that's an alert call or if it's just a call. But when I heard the tanager, I thought two things. One, I wouldn't mind seeing a tanager. And two, maybe there's a bird of prey nearby. I just saw the sapsucker. Can't show it to you very well, but that's it. That's a yellow-bellied sapsucker. And maybe there is nobody nearby, but we are in barred owl territory. And of course, there's always the chance that we'll see some other bird of prey around. That might have been I'm not sure what woodpecker was making that sound. The chipmunk. But let's continue on. I don't know about you, but I'm very much enjoying this walk. I want the walk to be over for time purposes, but I don't want the walk to end because I'm loving the birds I'm seeing. I wouldn't mind trying to go see that ovenbird again. Actually, there were two of them. And we know that there were 2 wood thrushes. We've heard veeries. We haven't seen one yet, but we've heard them. Wouldn't mind seeing a hermit thrush either. Hint, hint. And I would love to hear a hermit thrush singing. Somebody over here is making noise. Oh, the wood thrush is on. There's one, and the other is, I saw it, over there too. Oh, mosquitoes, please. Is that another one? No, that's a veery. Notice how... Hey, 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 hey. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Kind of looking for the other one while looking at this one. see them with the naked eye, but they do blend in with the vegetation and the leaf litter. Okay, I'm gonna let them go, but that was wonderful. I still hear them. They're moving the leaves around as they look for bugs. We saw that last week with the one that was near the trail. It was right in this stretch here. Now the veery we saw briefly was around here, and it was closer. You may have noticed, not quite as boldly colored on the back, and none of the, I didn't really show you well, but none of the spots on the breast that a wood thrush has. Like I said, I don't know about you, but I've been enjoying this walk. Okay, here one is singing again now, and I don't see it. If I see it, I'll try to get it on camera first. Oh, I see it. Obviously, it's more distant, and we did see it sing once. Well, around the fence. we're hearing now alert calls from both a wood thrush and a veery. I wish I had shown you the veery more, but we would have missed all we saw were the wood thrushes. It's a tough trade-off. I would go back, but we don't have much time, just because I am again hearing alert calls from veery and wood thrush, but that was kind of special, the whole thing, so. I have to say now, that I didn't have the best camera set up with me to see the wood thrush, but I thought we saw it fairly well. And who knows, maybe I wouldn't have been able to set up in time, or maybe I would have startled the wood thrush, and maybe it wouldn't have been singing there. So I'm okay with what we did and what we saw. Sounds like, maybe I could go that way, and maybe we would, because I'm hearing another veery alert call, but at least in my travels, I've come to believe that the wood thrush's song is one of the most beautiful that I hear on a regular basis. And we're hearing one now. Oh, what did I just see? I just saw whoever it was just flew a little bit further. Don't know if it was, might have been a veery, might have been a wood thrush, might have been a robin, might have been, I don't know what it was. Let's see if maybe we can see it if it's still there, but it was moving along. Oh, might have been a chipmunk for all I know, but I don't think so. We moved. So we have another wood thrush nearby singing, but what maybe a chipmunk. I saw a leaf. Oh, let's see, it's a bird. A wood thrush, I think. Yes, a wood thrush. And one is singing. You might be able to, oh, it just took off and it's over in here somewhere. The luck we've had seeing them this week and last week might make you think, boy, they're easy to see. And maybe they are. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. But how many times have we heard them but not seen them and never could find them? And these are just, we've been lucky. And I hope that doesn't mean that they're too accepting of human beings. We're going to move on. But I don't know if I've ever before today seen two wood thrushes within, had them both in the frame at the same time. I don't believe so. And it wasn't just for like one brief second. They were both there on the fence, and earlier they had both been on that log, and we'd seen them both elsewhere. So, And the wood thrush is one of my favorite birds, I have to say. Just heard a veery somewhere in that direction. You know, I didn't really look around for barred owls in the trees. Of course, it's harder to see now than it had been, and it's difficult enough to see them when there are no leaves in the trees. I was distracted by the wood thrushes. I'm glad we at least had a glimpse at a veery. Sorry I didn't give you more of a look. I'm glad we also saw the ovenbird. There were two there, but you know, I was only catching a bit of motion, but I saw them. Oh, did I just see something? I just looked down at the camera. You've got bugs on the lens. As you can see, though, when it comes to the veery or the wood thrush, and we haven't seen one in a while, but the hermit thrush, they do blend in very well with on the floor, the forest floor. So we're hearing one sing right now. No way to get closer to it. All this is just a further reminder as to how important sound can be here in the woods. As I just mentioned, you know, it can be difficult to see the wood thrush or the hermit thrush or the veery, but if they make sounds either through vocalizations or maybe moving some leaves around, you know, that can be a way to find out that they're there. Or if you don't see them at all, you know, but you hear one singing, at least you know it's there. I have to admit, there are times when, you know, in certain sections, especially, where I'll walk with you, you know, through the woods here, and I'm hardly looking because the vegetation is so dense or whatever on either side of the trail. But so I mean, I can see only a couple feet in each direction, if that. But, you know, I listen as well as I can, and, you know, maybe something will be, you know, nearby. Just saw a bird of some sort. I'm not sure what it was. And I'm hearing some vocalizations. I'm not sure what they are. High-pitched, very high-pitched chip note. And it's a very short chip note. Oh, that was a yellow-bellied sapsucker, I believe, but it's at the top of the tree. There's no way I can show to you. At least I don't think so. Oh. Okay, well, doesn't want to be seen. I'm still hearing this. Maybe a sparrow? Oh. For all I know, it's a chickadee. I don't know. Might be. I'm going to try to... it is a chickadee. Okay. But who's making the noise? So, black-capped chickadee. And that was making the noise. Okay. Through. What am I hearing? I don't know what's going on the growing on the water, but it doesn't look as clear and as shiny as I would like. Maybe it's just, I don't know, pollen and other plant material landing. But oh, somebody's here. Who's this? Turtle. Okay. We're going to move on. I'm not seeing much bird-wise. Let me just take a quick look with binoculars. I do see some Canada geese. They're near the lab. Oh, wow. They, looks like they lowered the shades at the lab. Or something. You can't see in. Huh. I feel shut out and unwelcome. I don't know about the rest of you. Alright, let's keep going. Must have been, you know, maybe if the sun was shining in earlier, they did that, or maybe they have some other reason. You know, I loved seeing the wood thrushes and the ovenbird, but now we're under greater time pressure. I'd like to see, make a trip to the campus. We may not have much time to really see anything there. But we'll give it a try if we can. If we get there, I still want, to do justice to the rest of the woods here. Just heard another ovenbird. And yellowthroat, common yellowthroat. Wouldn't mind seeing it. Not very close from what it from the sound of it, but maybe we'll see it on our way through as we continue. But let's just walk out here and take a quick look. Oh, 2 herons, 2 great blues. They just flew by. Bye. Maybe one's coming back, maybe? I wonder where they were. I don't know. Is that a third? Yeah, there's a third. Or I think there's a third, unless that one somehow landed there very, very quickly. But I thought, I don't know, I didn't, well, there is a third. Okay, so at least 3. So there's one here, one in the tree. Where is it? And one in this tree. So there are at least 3 great blue herons here on, on or at above the main pond. But I don't know if I saw a 4th one, if that was a 4th or if it flew down to be down there. I highly doubt it. I think it flew out of the area, but maybe I'm wrong. So we have 3 great blues here. It's funny. We can see, like I've said before, we can see like maybe dozens of them in one spot at Montezuma, but we see one here. Anyway, here's one. One more time, one up here. And the one that was in the tree just took off and is now in flight. Come back. Oh. So that was, we still have the one down here. The one that was up here is no longer here. And now the one is, where is it? Up there. Harder to see because of the background. We're going to get going just because there's only so much time, but I believe we've seen, now remember when we first drove in there was one in a secondary pond. I don't know, maybe we were just seeing it again, but I believe we've seen 4 here today. I may be wrong. At least 3, but maybe 4, and maybe even 5, but I don't know. Given the time and everything, over which we've been here, it's hard to say if, maybe that one that was in that secondary pond at the beginning of as we drove in, if that isn't in, oh, 2 herons just flew by. One that was on the water is gone. There they are. And I don't know where They both flew by, one and after another. I don't know if they were chasing each other or not, but you know, I like to see them fly, you know, just in a long cruise flight, but I think I prefer when they're flying around like that. You know, they have their necks still extended and instead of drawn in. I just think it's neat to see them. And I also like to see them land in trees. So now we're down to one. Anyway, I want to just look up and see where we last saw the other one. No, I don't see it in that tree, so maybe it flew on. So let's get going. This has been a nice walk here at Sapsucker Woods. Just here and there we just see something interesting. I have to say, it didn't start off so great. You know, when we were at near the visitor center, there wasn't that much to see, but since then we've seen some interesting things. Hi. I think I'm hearing a catbird. Catbirds have been kind of quiet in the places we've gone today. And haven't heard them that much. I went to a spot yesterday, and they were very vocal, and one was mimicking, I can't remember what it was. But it was doing a pretty decent job of it. We haven't seen any ducks here yet today, of any kind. Maybe we'll see one before we leave, but I don't know. Do I suspect that there are ducks here at Sapsucker? Yes. Obviously, I could be wrong, but I just have a feeling we have maybe a mallard or two nesting. I don't know, though. I mean, maybe wood ducks nesting? I don't know. Okay, now we're hearing some catbirds. At least one anyway. Okay, just a quick look around, see if I see anything of interest. Okay, we're gonna move along. Not much going on here, really. Someone's pounding heavily. I wouldn't be surprised if that's affiliated, but I don't know. I think we're most likely going to skip coming back to the water, so we'll check out the fuller wetlands and then we're going to go right to the car. I wouldn't mind going back to the water, but we just don't have the time. And the sky still looks light, but believe me, it'll get dark soon. And oh, what was that? Beaver, maybe? Probably. Probably, if I had to guess. No, turtles, I think. I've seen this before, but I've never seen it this close, so why not? Canada geese coming in. Sounds like a fair number of them, but I'm not able to look right now. Oh yeah, quite a few. So anyway, we're seeing snapping turtles mating. And I've seen it from a distance before, but never at this in such close proximity. Don't worry, we won't watch forever, but it is fairly interesting from a biology study point of view. One is obviously has its head underwater most of the time, but occasionally pops up. We do have a little bit of vegetation kind of in the way. just a few more moments. I've seen, this before, as I said, and I've seen, from a distance, and the turtles keep, essentially spinning over and over again. But these have been much more stationary. They're not spinning around much at all. Interesting. What was that? Great blue heron, maybe? More geese coming in. I thought I heard something like, I don't know. Maybe it was the turtles. I don't know. It's possible. Okay, we better get going. Okay, you people have to stop distracting me. It's getting dark, but I mean, if it were a little lighter, I could continue walking here for hours. I mean, if it would stay that way. We've seen some interesting things here today. I thought I just saw something. But it is now we're reaching a point now where it is getting dark, and I think I'm hearing an eastern kingbird over here somewhere. That's my closest approximation of the sound. Goose droppings. More goose droppings on the bridge. Now, one thing we have not seen goslings here today, so maybe they're all hiding out somewhere. But I haven't seen them. And I'm not seeing anything else. Let me quickly look at binoculars in case somebody's hiding. I don't see anybody. Let's keep going then, and on to the car. Geese have been through here, that's for sure, judging by the droppings. Alright, I'm going to have to watch my step. Sparrow. And I think I just heard yellow warble. Maybe wrong, but I think that's what I heard. It's getting more difficult to walk. Let me stop here for just a moment. It's hard to see anything, but I believe I was hearing a yellow warble. I'm not positive. It's interesting how the sounds here change. You know, we're in spring now, and obviously many birds are singing. You know, as they so often do during the spring. You know, for purposes of courtship and marking territory and just singing in general to communicate a little bit with each other. But then, like, you know, winter might be pretty quiet here. Maybe you'll hear chickadees or nuthatches or, you know, birds like that, crows. Maybe late summer you hear the blue jays more than anything else. When I hear the blue jays, I still think, boy, you know, a little bit saddened by the end of summer, but you know, then I take a second and I think about it. I was like, wait. The last part of summer usually isn't, you know, quite as good in terms of bird sightings, and now you're heading into, you know, fall migration season. What are you complaining about? And you know, I say there's something to look forward to all year round. And now, just the way this last winter worked out with like snowy owls and things like that, more than ever. So let's head to the campus as soon as we can. Maybe see some friends there. If not, well, we'll do our best to find them. Feeling roosting is going to be going on before we even get there. Be right with you. Something I try to do for us on the tour, I try to fit as much into the day as we can. And not so much to, you know, just check off areas on a list. It's when we go somewhere, it's because I think there's a reasonable chance we'll see something good. But, like I said, I try to make it so that the day is worthwhile for all of us.
trouble worth everything, if possible. All right. Okay. That was an enjoyable walk. I thought so anyway. Let's go. Oh, hang on. Okay. Hi, Samson. We're hearing now frogs. They're saying goodbye. Bye. Either that or else they're saying, he still didn't see us. And you'll never see us. Oh, I think I just heard a veer. And I see a robin. Bye. My headlights are on, and that car we just passed, its headlights are on. So time-wise, we're in trouble. It's neat. One thing you missed, and quite honestly I didn't record it, I was putting things away in my car, but as I was packing up at Shockey Pool, I saw, like, I think it was either 5 or 6 herons, kind of great blue herons coming in. They were flying together, and they were at fairly high altitude. So I don't know where they had been before or what was going on. I kind of wished I had still been on the tower and recording. We might have enjoyed seeing that. That's the frustrating thing about bird watching is there's so much to see, so many, obviously the whole world, or much of the world, and where birds are, and you can only be in one place at a time. Come on, Light, let's go. But like when we were at Mays Point, we were there, we spent a little bit of time near the, I believe, knowledgeable bird watchers, more knowledgeable than I am, and benefited from their wisdom, certainly their experience. But they left while we were still there, and just a short bit later, we were lucky enough to have a few glimpses at the scarlet tanager. So it doesn't, my point is, you could be a very, very experienced bird watcher, know everything there is to know about birds, but still, you can only be in one place at a time. hurry. Oh! Oh! Shoot. The moon is huge on the horizon. And we're not going to have time to look at it. Now I can't see it. Now, by the way, that is an illusion. Supposedly, the image is actually no bigger than when it's up high in the sky. It's called the moon illusion. What? It can't be. Well, apparently, your mind is playing tricks on you, and the horizon makes you think that the moon, the image that you're seeing, is much larger than when you see it up high in the sky, where there is no horizon to compare it to or anything. So, the moon illusion. Do I buy it? Well, yeah, I guess I do actually. Really, a good way to test, is if you have some kind of means by which to mark off how big it appears, on I don't know, on something that you might look through and see if it looks any bigger there than later on when it's high in the sky. Either that or look through some kind of optical instrument that would allow you to see the moon and only the moon, and no horizon, and then do the same thing again, but note how large the moon looks in each instance. This babbling is courtesy of Google and YouTube, because they don't like me playing music too often. I sneak it in every once in a while, but they don't like it. Good thing I'm driving roughly the speed limit, because that was a police car. Since I saw the moon on the horizon and started babbling about it, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, there it is. Oh, now trees are blocking my view again. Oh. Oh well, maybe. Really, I want to look at hawks more than birds, so I'm not going to spend much time on it. It's 59 degrees supposedly. I can say this, I didn't wear a coat there, and maybe the birds were just keeping me too occupied, but I didn't feel cold. Not that 59 is freezing, but it can be if you're not wearing a jacket after a while. I just now, the way the moon looks and the horizon looks, I just caught a glimpse of it. It did look smaller already, and it was up relative to the horizon. It was up higher, so that's why I think there is actually something to that moon illusion. My head believes it, my heart doesn't. I always thought, nah, they're crazy, but I think it's true. Didn't even have any concern on whether or not I would stop. I don't know if today today is the last day of exams? It very well might be. Here at Cornell. I believe it is. 61 degrees now. Come on now. Actually, that kind of makes sense. I could see it being warmer here on the campus, surrounded by buildings and things like that that might hold the sun's heat. Needless to say, I'm afraid we might not see anybody. It is getting dark in a big, big hurry. So we may not see any hawks. But I can't say I regret our time spent at Sapsucker. At least I enjoyed it. You did too. Campus is largely deserted. If today is, and as I believe it is, to be the last day of exams, most students, and today's a Saturday, obviously, which quite honestly surprises me that they would have. I heard that there was an exam. That there are exams today. At least some. I was surprised that there are, Saturday exams, although I don't know if that's always been the case. Anyway, if it is in fact the last day of exams, most students have gone home by now. And the ones that may have had exams, maybe they're still around. And also the seniors are likely still around. We'll stay until commencement, seniors and anyone else graduating. If we're going to see anybody, we're going to have a lot of luck. I was hoping we'd be here earlier than this. These wood thrushes stopped us. Then again, if anyone's on Bradford, maybe we'll see them there, but it's so dark. Seeing. I shouldn't say that. It's not that they're not worth seeing, but not worth looking if it's too dark to really see them. Well, I see a hawk. We're right in the way, but we're going to stop right here and we're going to take a quick look at, I believe, Earth. What? I'll try to lighten it up as best I can, but this is not going to be great. Oh, actually not too bad. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
Hey, Arthur. I am lightening it up quite a bit, so things look brighter there than at least they look to my eyes. But anyway, there he is. I hear some Canada geese. Okay, what I want to do, I want to look back up at the nest. I wonder if we can see anything from ground level. You know, the chicks have been getting stronger, and sometimes you might see their heads pop up, although if I had to guess, well, maybe I should check the nest cam, but if I had to guess, they're snuggled underneath Big Red right now. But let me just check the nest cam anyway. Oh, they're not. She's standing by them. I wonder if we could see her. We won't be able to see them. They're snuggled down, or you know, they're all down and likely out of view. But let's see if we can. One second here. Let's see if we can maybe see her. We're going to drive around. Hold on one second here. Bye, Arthur. And I'll see if we can maybe have a look at her from ground level. I know we won't be able to see much, if anything, but it's worth a try. I cannot see up there very well myself, but let's see if maybe with the camera we're able to look. Could be worse. There she is. I'm not going to zoom in just because, you know, it'll get too dark to see, but we can see her. Can't see the young'uns. As I said, they're, and you may have seen on the nest cam if you tuned in, they're lying low. Well, everybody, hey, no, push pause. Don't you understand pause? I think we are done for the day. We're out of time. Out of birds? Well, not out of birds, but out of light, certainly. Good night, Big Red. Good night, babies.
Everyone, I wish you a great week. I hope you enjoyed today's tour as much as I did. The day goes by so fast, at least it does for me. And now I begin looking forward to next week. Very, very fortunate to be able to do this. When you think of the technology involved and we're able to see the birds and share the views, I just love it. Had a little bit of luck here and there today, so that's always appreciated. Like to have seen the hawks more, but you know, there's only so much time in the day. Anyway, like I said, we're out of time, so hopefully we'll see each other again. In the meantime, don't forget, tune in to the various Nest cameras, or the Pond Cam, or the other nests I don't usually visit all that often myself. Enjoy the spring, and hopefully you'll do some bird watching on your own. And I wish you all very well. I hope you have a great night and a great week. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.